Hello, my people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nolita Stone, and you are tuned into Fashion Trends SA. Whenever I look at Manzini's pictures, right? Like, I just cannot believe that I trusted such a person. You know what I'm saying? Even her videos, like the way that she used to be money. I don't know how to say that in English. She was untidy, just an untidy person. Yet, we threw money at this person. But it is what it is. We continue. Right, so let us get on with this Manzini story. Okay, so things that I did not mention to you guys about the whole Manzini saga is that the bank account limits, right, started on the 28th of March, right? Avia was the one who wrote the message. Avia is the admin. She wrote the message and she said, the monthly bank limit has been reached and payments will start again on the 1st of April, right? And that people can still carry on investing in the meantime. So to us, this should have been a red flag, but it wasn't, okay? Because obviously we believed anything and everything that, Manzini would say to us and what Avia would say to us, okay? This business was a registered business, right? CPIC registered, not FSCA, right? So if it's a registered business, you have a business card and you've got a business account, right? That's if she applied for one. I do not know, right? So how can a monthly limit be reached? That to me was a bit like it was a bit dodgy, because it was unless she had said a day limit has been reached. Maybe Manzini paid a lot of people all at once, and then I would understand that, and then they would say, okay, payments will commence the next day. But a monthly limit on a business account, that we didn't even think of that. That should have been just a red flag. But as I said, we believed anything that Manzini said to us, ne? Okay, anyways, so since the whole since the whole payment being reached and stuff like that happened, then Ugogo always said to us that she is paying us every day, right? On the 1st of April, ne? She would say it's commencing, payments are commencing. 2nd of April, I was supposed to be the one that was supposed to get paid, right? Because I invested on the 18th of March. I waited for 15 days, right? And then on the 2nd or 3rd of April, I was supposed to receive my monies, right? I never received anything yet. This lady has been pushing payments. How is that possible? We later found out that in April, she only paid about 3 people, right? And these 3 people that she paid were people who were supposed to receive like big amounts, right? One person that I know of, that I was speaking to in the group, she got paid 60,000 in April, right? And this was now late April. I think the people that were paid in April, those big amounts, were people who were threatening Manzini that, they would take legal action against her, right? And this person I was talking to was one of those people, the person that was paid like over 60,000, right? And to me, there was another person that was paid about 80,000, and then another one 150,000. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, ne? Manzini could have easily distributed this money, right? Like, as in, like, divide those 150s, those 60,000, and and paid people for April. Like a lot of people for April, those even who were investing like 7.5 or my 5K, and paid those people instead of paying one person or 3 people in April, those big amounts. So I don't know how her head worked. I honestly do not know. So fine, During this time, so that's how the backlog started basically. So during this whole backlog situation, right? Umanzini, this was the time where she went to Tanzania. Ne? This was the time that Umanzini, whenever we would watch, her YouTube channel, she looked quite depressed, like things were not going right. Things were not going right on her side, right? There were things that she would say, and I think I said this on my previous videos. She would say things like, your ancestors can give you so much, and then just like, in a day, you could lose so much as well, or you could lose your life, or things would just, bad luck will just come your way basically, and these are the things that she would say, whenever she would be, this is now when she was in Tanzania, she would tell us that she came here to come and get, ispoko. She would go there to go, like she went there to go get ispoko. This spoko is going to protect her, right? Against people who are threatening her, against people who, want to take legal action against her, against people who think that they are clever, basically. This spoko will see right through you and would let you, plan your things, whatever you want to do against her. And then once you think that you're going to take action against whatever you're planning, that spoko would literally just unalive you basically. And she said this, guys, I don't know whether it's still in her videos or whatever, right? So I also heard that there was a couple who invested in Manzini Investment, right? And this couple would not even take whatever stories that Manzini used to come up with during the backlog. Like, they just wanted their monies back, right? Manzini being so rude, replied very rudely to them, right? And was very dishonest at the same time about their monies, right? And these people were literally every single time, every day or every second day on a call with Manzini or messaging Manzini, telling her about how they are going to do things to her, because these people seem to be people who were well connected as well. They knew people who knew people who knew people, basically. They were powerful beings, right? And this was one of the reasons why Manzini went to Tanzania, right, to get to protection against these people, right? So I'm assuming these people were also very much dangerous as well. So there was a time, there's another lady in the group who was telling us that this couple and Manzini were on loggerheads, guys. They were fighting every single time, right? And there was a time where they were on a call with Manzini, and Manzini was like, listen, do you want to be unalived? Because the things that you guys are saying to me now, it makes me to unalive you, basically. So I don't know what happened after that. They fought whatever over the phone. Kutiwa, that very same week, those people, after Manzini came back from Tanzania, those people were unalived. Okay, those people were unalived the very same week Manzini said that. And then the next week, Manzini was the one Gengoku who was unalived by whatever she was unalived by. So we're hearing this information, Tina, the very same week we were told that Manzini, has passed away. And then we hear this lady about this couple, right, who now were dead, and then now the following week now, Manzini has also passed away, Yeah. So she was now going to go to the funeral on the Saturday, right? So another thing that Manzini would do to us is she did not like the fact that we would ask relevant questions like, how is a monthly limit reached, basically, when you've got a business account, as she had claimed to have, things like that, because she knew she couldn't explain it. She didn't want clever people in the group, because she would be caught red-handed, Anditi. So, and also, people who would ask, where are you investing our monies? She didn't like that as well. Like, you were being removed. I remember there was a time where people were asking about the whole backlog situation in a particular group. It was Avia's group, yes. They were asking about the backlog, like, why is it taking so long for them to actually pay us? Yet she says she's pushing payments, why has she not paid people yet? Like, what's actually going on? Do we actually believe the fact that, it's actually a backlog? Like, what if we're never going to receive our money? So one of her minions took like a screenshot and then showed Manzini, right? And then there was like a huge, so those people were removed from the group. Also, if you were not, if you were not really in trouble, right, but removed from the group, right, Manzini would ask you to actually pay into 500 rand to get into the group, right? Sometimes it was 200 rand, sometimes it was 500 rand, depending on, the length of your of your punishment, whatever it may be. And there would be people in the group who would actually vouch for that, who would say, no, they must pay 500, no, they must pay 200, and depending on that, then Gogo would decide, which amount you should pay to get into the group. And listen, there was a time where I was also removed from the group together with like other ladies, right? And we had to pay 500 rand to get in. When I tell you how much this lady hounded me for that 500 rand every single day, like, I kept like asking myself, why is she hounding me with this money? I mean, it's just 500 rand for someone who has claimed that, she's got this, amount of money in her bank account, that, would buy all of our houses and cars, Why is she worried about my 500 rand, whether I get into the group or not, And so she was really, really hounding me, this late into Qalela. I honestly didn't see that this was a red flag. So there was a time where Ugogo showed us, offices, right, where, this whole investment will take place, where Avia will work, and she showed us pictures, she showed us a video. We saw Brian was there, she was there, and also Avia was there, and we saw like everything inside the office. Okay, she had said to us that she was going to share, right, where the office is and also the address of the office. We never ever got anything. We never got the address of the office. We never got where the offices are. Okay, 1. 2, there was a time where people were getting removed from the group. Like, this lady would swear at us, guys. Hey, Manzini would swear at us, and she would literally just say that, we are dogs, this is Zinja, call people, talk ugly about people, man, ukuba, Sunu, we must F off, all those things, that, a person of her stature, as she would say, should not be doing. I would assume that when you're handling people's monies, you should be professional, at all times. But she was the opposite of that. So, my people, this is it from me for this video. Do let me know what you guys think of this whole story. Do comment in the comment section and let me know, and I will definitely engage with you. Do like this video if you loved this video. Do share it, do comment, as I said, and please help me grow on these YouTube streets and let me reach 1,000 subscribers so that I can be monetized. Okay, otherwise, from me, I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye.